Charles Johnson, a former NFL wide receiver who was a first-round pick of the Pittsburgh Steelers and also took home a Super Bowl win with the New England Patriots, sadly died at the age of 50. According to the University of Colorado, Johnson's alma mater, the cause of death has not been disclosed. Stay tuned to find out everything we currently know. First up, the tragic death of NFL legend Charles Johnson. On Wednesday night, the University of Colorado announced the tragic death of former NFL wide receiver Charles Johnson. Now, Johnson played in the NFL for a total of 9 years, with stops at Pittsburgh Steelers, New England Patriots, the Philadelphia Eagles, and the Buffalo Bills. He finished his career as a Super Bowl champion, lifting the Lombardi Trophy with the Patriots in 2001. During his illustrious career, the California native had 354 receptions for 4,600 yards and 24 touchdowns. As of now, the cause of his death has not been disclosed, but we know that it was sudden and unexpected. Following his time in Colorado, Johnson was selected with the 17th overall pick by the Steelers in 1994. Johnson spent most of his career in Pittsburgh. Johnson was a starter and contributor for Bill Cowher's Steelers from 94 to 98, and the team made the playoffs in each of Johnson's first 4 seasons with the team. Johnson, on the other hand, was injured on reserve when the Steelers advanced to Super Bowl 30, where they were defeated by the Cowboys 27-17. Johnson spent 2 seasons with the Eagles in 1999 and 2000 before joining the Patriots and Bills for a single season each before retiring in 2002 at the age of 30. Johnson was a starter and a contributor for Bill Cowher's Steelers from 94 to 98, and the team made the playoffs in each of Johnson's first 4 years with the team. Johnson's most notable campaign occurred during his time with the Steelers. In 1996, he led the Steelers in receiving yards with 1,008 yards, Johnson's first and only 1,000-yard season. Johnson finished the 98 season with a career-high 7 touchdown catches. That year, he also set a career high with 65 receptions for 815 yards. Johnson left Pittsburgh after the 98 season, but remained in Pennsylvania. He played 2 seasons for the Eagles, starting all 27 games and matching his career high of 7 touchdown catches in 2000. In 2001, he was a member of an upstart Patriots team that defeated the Rams in the Super Bowl, led by a then unknown Tom Brady. Johnson appeared in 14 games that season, making 2 starts, catching 14 passes for 111 yards and 1 touchdown, which he caught from Brady in Week 11 win over the New Orleans Saints. Johnson retired from the Bills in 2002 at the age of 30. It is immensely sad that the NFL legend has passed away, and he will certainly be remembered as one of the greats. Next up, nobody wants to play with the game-changing MVP. Why is the NFL split on a superstar without a contract? A heated Twitter exchange between Lamar Jackson and former Baltimore Ravens championship safety Bernard Pollard Jr. has reignited the debate over the size of the former MVP's contract extension. It all started when Pollard declared that no top wide receiver would ever choose to come to Baltimore as long as Jackson was the starting quarterback because none of them wanted to play with him because of his passing deficiencies. The two continued to trade barbs in an intense online war of words, which American sports television personality Skip Bayless described as extremely disappointing on the part of the 2019 NFL MVP. With Lamar Jackson entering his 5th and final year of his rookie contract, Fox Sports closely examined the status of a contract extension, or strangely their lack of, between the dynamic quarterback and the Ravens. Bernard Pollard Jr.'s original tweet, which sparked the subsequent Twitter brawl between him and Jackson, was in response to ESPN's recent NFL quarterback rankings. Jeremy Fowler of ESPN published an article in which he listed the league's top 10 quarterbacks for the year of 2022, as voted on by executives, coaches, and players. And to many people's surprise, Jackson didn't make the cut. Instead, he made the honorable mentions. When explaining why Jackson was left off the list, Fowler stated that the quarterback statistics from last season hurt his position, as well as how his rushing ability may not last in the long run. It's surprising that more than half of the voters kept a quarterback with an MVP award off the top 10 list, he said. Now, Ryan Clark, a former Pittsburgh Steelers Super Bowl champion, is perplexed by Jackson's omission by league executives, coaches, and players, stating, "It baffles me that he's not ranked in the top 10. Now, to highlight his statistics, Jackson has a 64.1 completion percentage, 9,967 yards, and 84 touchdowns on 852 regular season passing attempts over the past 4 seasons, which equates to 7.5 yards per attempt, an almost 3-to-1 touchdown interception ratio, and a 98.1 NFL passer rating. In that time, Jackson has taken 105 sacks, which is very concerning. On 456 regular season attempts, the former league MVP has rushed for 3,671 yards and 21 touchdowns, which is good for 6 yards per attempt. However, Jackson has had a startling 38 fumbles in those 4 seasons, so what do you think? Does he deserve to be in the top 10? And finally, the controversial situation with Deshaun Watson continuing, why he's still going to play despite the damning allegations. Despite an impending NFL suspension for alleged sexual misconduct, Cleveland Browns quarterback Deshaun Watson is expected to play this season. According to Mike Florio of Pro Football Talk, Judge Sue L. Robinson will likely impose a suspension ranging from 2 to 8 games as punishment for the 24 women who accused Watson of sexual misconduct during massage therapy appointments. Whether the league would appeal such a decision and whether Commissioner Roger Goodell or his designee would impose a significantly longer ban, Florio said. The NFL's case was ultimately focused on 4 alleged violations. The 5th, based on media reports rather than an interview with the accuser, was not considered in the decision-making process. Florio revealed that a league source has informed the Browns that Watson will be suspended for 8 games. Florio also stated that CBA language holding owners to a higher standard than players is a key component of the low suspension. The plain language of the policy is one of the strongest arguments in Watson's favor, he said. So what exactly are the allegations against the NFL player? Well, on March 16, 2021, Houston attorney Tony Busby filed a civil suit on behalf of a massage therapist who claims Watson sexually assaulted her during a March 2022 session. According to the lawsuit, Watson touched the woman with his penis before asking for sex. Following the incident, the woman terminated her session with Watson and was contacted by other NFL players who informed the therapist that Watson had recommended her. Watson allegedly called the woman later and apologized for his actions. Watson issued a statement about the lawsuit on the evening of March 16th, denying the incident. He stated in that he was never treated a woman with anything but utmost respect, and that he believes the suit was brought by a publicity-seeking lawyer. The following day, March 17th, Busby announced that a second massage therapist was also suing Watson over alleged sexual incident that occurred in August of 2020. According to the allegation, Watson met a massage therapist at the hotel and completely undressed for the session, ultimately refusing to put his clothes back on. Then the second massage therapist claimed Watson directed her to massage his penis, and when she didn't want to, he moved her hand to touch it regardless. The third and most serious suit against Watson was filed the next day, on March 18th. Watson allegedly sexually assaulted a massage therapist in an office building in December 2020, forcing her to perform oral sex on him. Busby stated on March 19th that more women contacted his office in the aftermath of the previous 3 accusations. 9 more suits were filed, bringing the total to 12, and the attorney stated that 22 women had contacted his office, alleging that the Texans quarterback harassed them or assaulted them as well. The claims range from women alleging Watson tried to force her to kiss him to another alleging the quarterback attempted to sexually assault her on 2 separate occasions after meeting in an office building. As a result of these lawsuits, Busby requested that the Houston Police Department and the Harris County District Attorney's Office investigate the complaints filed against Watson, with the possibility of filing criminal charges in addition to the civil cases. Another lawsuit, this time from California, was filed on March 22nd. It is Watson's 14th civil case, and this time brought by a massage therapist. Now, the total number of women who ended up coming forward against the NFL player was over 20, which is astounding and disgusting to think about. It's even more disgusting that he's been allowed to continue playing even though all these damning allegations have come out. And there you have it, everything you need to know about NFL legend Charles Johnson and how he suddenly passed away at the age of 50. Now, make sure to let us know your thoughts down below, and as always, thanks for watching.